Okay, 2,000 freshmen at State University took a biology test. The scores were distributed normally with a mean of 70 and a standard deviation of 5. Label the mean and 3 standard deviations from the mean. Okay, where do I put the mean? Right in the middle, 70. Okay, and what do I label to the right of that? Standard deviation is 5, so 75, 80, 85, 65, 60, 55. Okay. And notice, if you wanted to use these to help you draw a bell curve, which is mostly accurate, that we expect 1 standard deviation to the right and to the left, you'd be halfway down the curve. You'd be at that point where it stops being opening down and starts being opening up. It's called a point of inflection. It's actually a little higher than halfway up, but still, that's the point where it changes direction. But you could draw it any way you want. Let me try to squeeze some more into this one. Okay, what percentage of the scores are in between 65 and 75? From here to here, 68%. What percent of the scores are between 60 and 70? Right, if you're just adding up those 34 and 13.5. Or another way you could do it is, between 60 and 80, it would have been 95, and it would have just been half of that divided by 2, 47.5. Right, what percentage of scores are between 60 and 85? That's going from here to here. If you add up all those 2.5, 13.5, 34, 34, 13.5. The only thing that's not in there is the 2.5 that's there. So 97.5. Okay, and what percent is less than 55? Meaning this way. 0.15 again, right? It's 0.3 that's not in between the 55 and 85, and half of it is on this side. 0.15. Now, if you just added up all those percentages, they look like they add to 100. But try to do with your calculator, use the lower bound of like 0, the upper bound of 55, the mean of 70, standard deviation of 5. It's not 0. It's close to 0.15. Okay, now what percentage of scores is greater than 80? Okay, so from here over 2.5. Where? Well, the thing is, when they call this 2.5 and they say that it's just here, it's not just here. It actually goes forever to the right. So we are counting the 0.15 when we do that.